Welcome to All Systems Go, real estate training for the real world. Here is your host, Debbie Hamlin.
Today's episode is Become a Local Expert. In my previous podcast, I talked about the importance of establishing a database of contacts and adding contacts to it on a daily basis. Obviously, these contacts become clients and start taking up your time. You will need to add new contacts whenever and wherever you can, but now you need to take it to the next level and have people contact you. It's the difference between you going out and knocking on people's doors for business and them coming and knocking on yours. Wouldn't that be nice for a change? It's not that hard to do, and it was what helped me kick my career into the next gear on my way to becoming number one in Canada. How do you do it? How do you get people to think it's in their best interest to call you out of all the other real estate agents out there? You market yourself. The mistake most people make is they market themselves as a real estate agent, or even worse, they market a house they're trying to sell. By taking this approach, all you're really doing is wading into the fray and saying you're just another option they should consider when buying or selling property. All you need to do is look at any real estate publication to see the seemingly endless number of real estate agents who are doing just that. Sure, you can stand out more with more ads, or you can make a bigger splash with bigger ads. Maybe you could even get more attention with more colors in your ads, instead of sticking with the usual black and white. At the end of the day, these approaches not only cost you a lot of money, but they still sell you as a real estate agent looking to sell or buy houses. You don't have to be bigger, more frequent, more colorful to stand out in a crowded marketplace. You had to be different than the person next to you offering the same service. You have to sell yourself. The way I did this was very, very simple and equally as effective. I marketed myself not as a real estate agent, but as a real estate expert. That set me apart. It gave me instant credibility, and it opened up lines of communication with people on subjects other than how much they should buy or sell homes for. In short, it widened the net I was using to get potential clients. I was probably a lot further from being a real estate expert back then than you are now. I was a mere few months removed from being a single mom on social assistance who had never entertained the idea of buying my own home, let alone selling someone else's. But I knew even then that I wasn't going to compete with everybody else in trying to sell houses. I was going to sell myself. The first thing I did was gather the contact information of local reporters. These promptly went into my growing database. While I was collecting the contact information, I was also reading the information CMHC was emailing out, as well as the local and national real estate magazines for readily available expert advice. I also contacted my city hall and had myself put on the emailing list for economic updates of the city. This gave me an almost inexhaustible supply of expert advice that would be helpful to people buying or selling homes. I would then send the stories and updates out to all my media contacts as press releases from me. The original name of the publication was there and I gave it credit, but it was me who was offering it to the reporters, so I came to be seen as the expert. The results were almost immediate and I began getting calls from local reporters doing stories about real estate. The interesting thing was, all the stories I read to find information I could send as press releases actually helped me know what I was talking about. So, not only did I get a load of free media exposure and marketing, I also got a free education and ended up being a real estate expert in the real sense of the word. So set yourself apart from the crowd and sell yourself as a local expert, and in no time at all, you'll be one. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe to get future podcasts. Talk to you soon.
You've been listening to Debbie Hanlon's All Systems Go, recorded in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, produced by Jerry Stamp.